Okay, in this video, what we're going to do is run this notebook, online eval. And so we emptied out the eval results, and which is probably not going to populate because this is online. But let's run this. Okay, I just started up the kernel and restarted it, and I thought it was interesting. I get this error, but when I remove it from the lives directory, it goes away. Okay, so here we have a Strands ID. I might have to change this. Let's see. No, let's leave it. Let's leave it. So what this did was it restored the launch results for Strands and the evaluator ID, and we're just printing them. Notice there's a try block here. If there's an exception, it says name error. That is, I can't find the ID. It'll raise an exception that says missing launch results from your Strands agent. Please run prerequisites before executing this lab. Same thing here, but we got the information that was stored. Notice this command here. It's a notebook command. It restores the launch results. We stored it in the previous folder. Let's run this. This is what gives us the evaluation class, the session class, and we instantiate a session. We look at the region, and we create an eval client with the evaluation object. Now, we define an online config. Okay. We create an evaluator list, goal successor rate, correctness, parameter accuracy, tool selection accuracy, and we're getting an error. Okay, so what I'm going to do is change this. Most of the projects clean up, but obviously I don't think this one is, or I should add a cell down there to clean up. Okay, so this finished, and what this did was create an online config for the eval client. It has the launch results Strands ID, the config name. I had to change the name to 3. And we define the evaluator list and the evaluator ID. And we specified that we want a role created. So it created a new role because I changed the ID, but it would have deleted the role and created it again. Okay, now let's look at this one. Build evaluation on configuration ID. We have this configuration ID we're building an evaluation on. Get online config. Okay, so what we should have here, is the configure ID. Now let's run this. Here we're using Bedrock Agentcore. We're invoking the agent runtime, and we're defining the agent runtime ARN, the qualifier, the payload. This is a function we're going to call, and so we're just defining that. And then we're launching this. How much is 7 plus 9 plus 2 plus 10 plus 2? So I got this response, invoke agent runtime. And then I'm running, is it raining? I'm redefining the response, but keep in mind that we're looking at the traces and we're trying to figure out how to evaluate this model. So maybe it's not, doesn't need the results, and we don't need to see the results at the moment, but okay, now the question is, what did we accomplish? Okay, so now let's look at, I'm going to find in files. I'm going to try something different. Save all. Okay, now I'm a little bit confused about what I should be saying. So what I'm going to do is let me go over to the console and take a look at what has happened. Now this is where I'm going into my Amazon account, looking at Bedrock, and I might see things that are just garbage there that I went through demos and created, and I might see something relevant to our demo. So what we do, we have an agent ID, and we looked at some questions about, we've asked this thing some questions, uh, how much, a math problem, a weather problem, another math problem, and this is not, well, that it's in scope. It's sort of like, this should answer weather or calculations. This is going to give us a poor result. And so I'm going over here, and I'm going to look at okay, I'm in Virginia. Let's go look in the West region. In reality, you should go and look at the console and see what's happening. With these folders and these demos, some of the stuff just uses something on Amazon, like an LLM, using my credentials. Some of it actually produces output. So, we've been focusing on these demos and trying to understand the code and objective. Okay, I got nothing here. Let me see. I forgot what region we're in. I'd say it is US West.